Schools need shutting down now. I'm standing in the corridor and I can see a 6 foot tall head teacher who's towering over a 12-year-old boy. His voice is bellowing all of the reasons why he's going to be a failure in life because he was late for school. As I calmly intervened, there was a sigh of relief from both of them. Having worked in schools for over 10 years, I've been part of some extraordinary moments and part of some not so extraordinary moments. I was one of those teachers who was stressed, trying to manage my time, manage my workload, manage the young people. My skin would flare up. I was constantly moody, grumpy, snappy at my students, my own family, and some weekends would be spent in bed with chronic fatigue, unable to move, just at a complete stage of burnout. I felt like I was just constantly being pushed under the water, occasionally coming up for air and then just being pushed back under again. Every day I'd wake up with that feeling of, oh God, here we go again. And almost everyone I was working with was operating from that familiar, similar place of fear, of self-doubt, stress. Have you ever had that moment when you realize you might be part of something that's going against your own morals, your own values? Young people have enough to deal with without having to deal with traumatized adults. They are at a delicate stage of their development where they are constantly looking to their environment, unconsciously soaking up beliefs and values on how to respond, how to act, how to be a grown-up. Throughout that time, they are surrounded by adults who are overworked, under immense pressure, stressed to the limit and on the brink of a burnout. What exactly are we modeling here? For me, that was a final straw. I decided I needed to do better, be better than I had been taught. And not just for the young people, but for my own children, my own family. So I went on a journey of studying psychology, hypnosis, and personal development. And it wasn't long until I realized that I had it all wrong. I'd been trying to control the young people. I'd been trying to control my environment and everything in it. When in reality, all I was doing was destroying any chance of a positive relationship with young people. Not just that, but also their sense of identity, their self-esteem, their individuality. And whilst I was at it, causing more stress for myself with this impossible task that I set out to do. So I began working with some of the best trainers from around the world to become qualified in hypnosis and neurolinguistics, the most up-to-date evidence-based techniques. Now, everything that I've learned, I've put to the test, utilizing those tools at home and in school. I was now on solid ground. I was now able to help my students to shine, to be at their best because I was at my best. My own children, my own relationship massively improved. My home life became blissful and joyous, just like I'd always imagined it would be. I was no longer coming from that place of snappy, shouty, controlling person. Instead, it was a place of calmness, of control. And as a result of seeing the impact that I was having on the young people, my own family, I decided to start teaching these methods to other people. And ever since that day, about 3 years ago, I became the owner of YouTube Coaching and Hypnosis, helping people to reduce stress and anxiety, helping them to take back control of their lives so that they can make the changes that they deserve. And because I know that the more calm and in control the captain of the ship is, the easier it is for the young people to feel safe, to feel secure, to feel valued, respected and appreciated. It makes it easier for them to carry out orders and to complete the daily tasks that are required for their educational journey. And they can do it with this sense of pride, with self-belief. And that's exactly the reason why I've created my Stress Reset program, as it focuses on giving teachers the reset they need to detox stress and anxiety out of their system so they can reboot their confidence, their self-esteem, allowing them to discover the practical tools to be calm and in control anytime, anywhere. Ultimately, allowing their relationships with their students to flourish. And that's what inspires me to do what I do. And I continue to help people to shut down completely and reboot their entire system so that they can operate from a new, improved, upgraded version of themselves. A teacher from the Northeast, she was completely lost. She was at her wit's end. She'd found herself feeling useless, hopeless. And after attending the program, she said to me, I am so much calmer. Boy, I'm calmer than ever. And as a result, my classes are so much calmer, meaning my students can be at their best. So if this sounds like a good fit for you and for your team, just simply click the link in the chat. Because when you learn the secrets of being confident in your strengths and your abilities, it allows you the ultimate control of how you think, of how you act, of how you feel. And that's when your students want to show up on time for you. So again, if this sounds like a good fit for you and for your team, just simply click the link in the chat and it's where we'll get on a call together to discuss how this will work for you and how you can get started. Now, I'll leave you with this quote from the great Marcus Aurelius, who once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." Thank you.